Hey guys, it's Jessica from Peace Love Books, and today I'm here with the first video of a new series I'm doing for the next couple months that I'm very excited for, and that is comparing a Hallmark movie to its book edition. If you didn't know, tons of romance novels are turned into Hallmark movies, and I was watching a Hallmark movie the other day and realized it was based off of a romance novel, and I love the movie. A little spoiler of how the video is gonna go, but I was like, I need to go read this book now. And it was a super short audiobook. It was like 4.5 hours. So I was like, this is perfect. I can see how it compares, which one I like better. And I have now subscribed to Hallmark Movies Now, which is like their on-demand, not all of their catalog, which I'm kind of upset about, but it's only $6 a month. So I was like, why not? And I'll see what other kind of Christmas romances they have on there that have been made into movies. And I'm gonna see if the book or the movie was better. I don't know what I'm gonna name this series. I want to come up with a cute name for it, so hopefully I have, but it is November now. It is November 7th, the day that I'm filming this, and I am just in the mood for everything Christmas. Christmas makes me happy, so it's officially Christmas for me. I've already read like 4 Christmas romances, and I'm gonna only read more. So I will go ahead and start talking about the movie first, since I watched the movie first. I might switch it up and read like the book first and then the movie. Sometimes I'll watch the movie then the book. And so the movie is Dashing Through the Snow, and literally the only reason I picked it is because of the dog. The girl's holding a dog on the cover. I was like, okay, yes, I'm gonna watch this. And it's super short, like an hour and 25 minutes. And apparently the guy in here is like a Hallmark god. Like 3 different people commented after I posted I watched this on Instagram about who he was and knew him by name and said that they love him. So I'm also on a mission to watch more of his Hallmark movies. So if you have any with this guy in it, please let me know. But the premise of this pretty much is that our heroine needs to go to Seattle to see her mom. And so she tries to go to the airport to book a last minute flight. Her name is flagged on the no-fly list, and that's why she can't go. And she doesn't know that. She's just trying to get a ticket, and then the ticket person is like, wait here for me. Doesn't tell her why she can't get a ticket. So then she decides to go and rent a car, and ends up renting a car, and there's only one left in the entire lot, and this other guy in line behind her wanted that car as well. He needs to go to Seattle, and so they decide to go together. So this also has like a million tropes I love. It has the forced proximity because they're in a car together. It is a road trip romance. It is kind of like bickering, bantering to love, which I love that trope. It's a holiday romance. It's literally they're going there for the holidays. And the movie had the only one pet trope. And we also have our heroine adopting a dog on the side of the road. So this movie was absolutely adorable. I really loved how they bantered with one another, how she would like call his mom on the phone to try to see if he was like trustworthy or not. And there was also these FBI agents after her because they thought that she was a suspected person of a terrorist organization. That was both in the movie and the book. This whole like she is like on this no-fly list because she's supposed to be a terrorist. So the police are after her the entirety of the book, which is really funny. I really loved it. It's part of like the mystery series, even though it's like not really a mystery. But in the movie, I think that the actors had such good chemistry together. I loved their banter. I loved their acting. Like, people make fun of Hallmark movies, but like the actors aren't that bad. I really think they did a great job of playing their parts, and the puppy was adorable, and I really liked all the changes the movie made, more so than the book, because in the movie our heroine is actually a crafter. She has a craft show, and it starts out with her talking to her friend. In the book, it just starts off with her at the airport, so we don't get a lot of build-up of her character in the book as we did in the movie. I feel like the movie actually developed her character a lot better than the book did. Both are pretty short. The movie's only an hour and 25 minutes. The book is 4.5 hour audio, and I feel like the movie did a lot better of developing her character, and she knitted in the car ride, which made me want to start knitting while I was watching it. So I actually grabbed my knitting and started knitting while I was watching this movie. And I love that she was really dedicated to being a crafter, and she like had a goal that she wanted to open her own craft store, I think. And she was like, oh, but it can never happen. And it was like fun watching their conversations. More so than in the book. She's actually only 24. In the movie she was like in her late 20s, or I think she was 30, and so I think she was like 29 or 30 in the movie, which I actually liked reading about a slightly older heroine than when she was in 24, because I don't know, I meant to look it up, but apparently she couldn't rent a car at 24, but I thought you had to be 21 to rent a car, at least in Ohio. pretty sure. So that was interesting. So she felt very young in the book because she was still in grad school and she worked at a diner and she was visiting her mom who she hadn't seen in like over a year, and she couldn't rent the car herself, so she had to like go with him to rent the car. And I just liked it better that they were a little older in the movie, and there were surprising twists in the movie that the book definitely did not have. And it still had like some of the same endearing characters, but like Blade, who she meets when she gets the puppy, I loved him in the movie so much, and I feel like his character was not given justice in the book. So as you can tell, I was just head over heels smitten with this movie. My only complaint is that the ending wrapped up way too quickly, and the book did do the ending better, but they had different conflicts. So the conflict that drove them apart was much different than the book and the movie, which I thought was very interesting. I actually preferred the direction the movie took, and they hadn't reconciled yet, and we had a minute and a half left in the movie. So talk about a rushed ending. Both of them were pretty insta-love. I will say, like, they both said that they were madly in love with each other by the end, and they spent 2 days together. 2 days. But I really enjoyed the conflict, like I said, in the movie, but I really, really wished that we would have had a little bit more time of a resolution and maybe a little bit of groveling on his part. So that's why I'm giving the movie 4.5 out of 5 stars. But you guys, I'm obsessed. The puppy was so cute, and they made sure like to talk about what the puppy was doing. They're like, oh, I'll leave it in its carrier, or it's fine. We'll ask the hotel clerk like check in on the dog while we're gone. And they left the windows cracked and open, and they had like a little bed for it. And it wasn't like, we have a dog, but like we're gonna leave it for hours on end. Like, it was believable that they had a puppy, which I thought was really cute. And like, I loved seeing her mom and how she talked to her mom, and that was super cute. And I really just loved how everything ended in the movie. But in the book, I think I was talking to Desiree, my friend from Genki Reader. She loves Hallmark movies, and so I was like, I'm doing this project, and talked to her all about it. And she says Debbie Macomber's not really her thing, and Debbie Macomber's just like your classic, just sweet romance author, and that's what this book was. And I feel like I would not have loved it as much if I hadn't watched the movie. So in this case, I would just recommend, but then it also made me like realize I like the movie better. So I don't even know if you should read the book if you want to or not, and I don't know if it's better to read the book first and then watch the movie. But the book I gave 4 out of 5 stars just because I had already fallen in love with these characters through the movie, that I just was like having a fun time listening to this book, this audiobook, and I think it did a really good job. Like, this cop that was after her was just so obsessed with her case and taking her down, because they had been searching for her for like over a year, and they were for certain that she was this terrorist that they were searching for. But everybody, like, part of it is like, but she's so sweet and nice, and like, that couldn't be her. So it was funny that that was in both of them. But I will say the movie was a lot more Christmas heavy than the book. So if you really want that holiday feeling, watch the movie. They didn't really discuss that much about Christmas in the book, except for that she was going home for the holidays, because they stopped at a lot of like Christmassy towns in the movie. So the movie really hyped up the Christmas. So in the end with this, I have to say Hallmark gets a point. I will keep track of who wins, Hallmark or the romance authors, but so far Hallmark is at 1 and romance authors are at 0. Not a bad book by any means. The bare bones was there for a really good story, but the Hallmark movie just like completely filled in the gaps that the book was missing. So overall, the book did well, but the movie just blew it out of the water. I feel like I'm super hyping this movie though. It's a Hallmark movie. So like, you get what you get with what you expect with Hallmark movies, but if you want just an amazing, adorable, with a puppy, cutesy romance, watch the movie. And it's got a little bit of like mystery going in there because the police are after her thinking that she's a terrorist, and it was like really adorable and fun, and I really love their banter, and I really like that actor. And like I said, the actors did such a good job that I'm excited to especially watch more with the love interest in the movies that he is in. But check the movie out. Let me know if you've watched it or if you read the book, and let me know if you're excited for this series. If there are any more movies you want me to do, let me know. These videos are going to be pretty short and sweet, like 10 minutes long, just talking about some Christmas goodness. So like I said, leave any recommendations down below that you have where it's been a book and a movie. I've already got a bunch that I've checked out. So like I said, let me know if you have any other movies, and if you've watched this, let me know. And if you go and watch this, come back and let me know what you thought of the movie. And if you read the book, it's super short and sweet. Let me know. I'd love to hear your thoughts. But that's all I have. I hope you guys are in a super great Christmas mood like I am. And as always, thank you so much for watching, and have a good day. Bye.